Okay guys, welcome back to another Debbie's Classroom. We're going to be doing like terms. Sorry guys. And I had some messages asking for me to make a video on like terms, which I needed to do anyway, slow down and do something more into one subject. Now like terms are not hard at all. It's a pre-algebra. It's an actual introduction to putting variables and numbers together. But what you need to remember, when people are usually asking you to do the like terms, they're trying to teach you the basics, and it can sometimes confuse you as you move on to multiplication and division and things like that. Now with the adding and subtracting with like terms, okay, this is usually the last step on your equations. It's putting the stuff together. If you know that, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally would know that, you know, usually adding and subtracting is your last step. Just remember, with adding and subtracting, they have to be a like term. And a like term is, they have to match. Their base and their number must match on both sides, whichever you're trying to put together. It's like, think of it kind of like a species. You cannot put a dog and a cat together. Apple and a pear won't go together. And this is how we're going to look at like terms when we're adding and subtracting only, because multiplication, it works differently, and I'll show you later on another video. They have to be alike to go together, and I have a bunch of examples, so let's get started. And you can pause the video if you like once you get the hang of it to see, you know, work the problem and see if you get it right. Number one is 2x plus 4. This says we want to put like terms together. It's only an adding problem. There's no equal sign, so it's not really an equation. We're just putting like terms together. And we look at the numbers, and they both have a number, but do they both have a variable? They do not. So that's all you have to do. They are not like terms, so this is a complete deal. I stuck a negative in here just to show you the different sides. 2x minus 4. We want to do like terms, add and subtract. Usually last step in equation, and not the last step in the equation, but to combining. These have the same number but not the same variable, so this means this is also complete. Down here we're going to start mixing. 2x plus 3 minus 1 plus 3x. Well, the way that I like to do this when we start getting into the difficult problems is I like to put a line under what's alike. And 2x, let's see if we can find something that's like it. 3 doesn't have an x behind it, neither does 1. But they're all numbers. If this didn't have an x, they would be like terms. This is only one with an x behind it. So I'll put a line under it to show that these are like terms. Then I look for further like terms, and there's just a number. You have 3 minus 1 here. And I usually put two lines, to represent that those are a match. Now all we have to do is add them together. 2x plus 3x is 5x. Sorry, I'm trying to write to where you guys can see too. It's a little bit difficult. And those are done, okay? If you have to mark them out, do, so that you don't get confused. A positive 3 and a negative 1. A negative means we need to subtract. And we want to keep the sign of the bigger number, which is a positive, right? On the adding and subtracting. And that's going to be a positive 2. I hope you can see that. Sorry. Okay, so you have 5x plus 2. Are there any more like terms? And we look at that 5x. That's a variable. 2 doesn't have a variable, so we're done. We just square that off. Okay, guys? Sorry for the cramming. Here, I put in a different variable. And I want to make sure that this one's clear. Okay. Yeah, that's what I had there. That's an x, not a y. So you have 4y plus 3 minus 1 plus 2x. Well, we want to mark our like terms. I see that I have a number and a variable on both of these, but the variable is different. That means it's not a like term. So we cannot put a line underneath those. If there's no other terms that are like this, all we can do is drop them. So 4y I'm going to drop, and a positive 2x I'm going to drop. We do have a like term here, and it's the numbers. Again, it's 3 minus 1, which is a positive 2. We look at our work again, and it's really hard to tell. I need to make sure that you can tell this is a y, it's important, and that this is an x. They both have a variable and they both have a number, but the variables are different. Their base is different. So these do not go together. There isn't another constant, so this is a complete problem on finding like terms. Number 5, 4y plus 3y minus 4y. We're going to start from left to right because we do notice that each and every one of these are like terms. They all have a number. They all have the same base variable. And so we're going to add 4 and 3 y, and then we have a negative here. That's going to be a positive, and a negative 4y. I'm running out of space, so I'm going to go over here. They're still like terms, and we can continue to work this problem here. And 4 minus 7 is a positive y, and so that's a complete and done, all the way figured and combined like term. How about if you pause the video and you do the last two problems by yourself, and I'll give you a second to pause it, and then we'll go over it together. Now we're going to be looking at number 6 and find the like terms. I see that there is a number that is alike here and a number here that's alike. A negative 4y does not have another y and a number term to combine with. So what we do here is we add the 4 and the 3. That will be 7. And we drop the 4y because there's nothing else there. We are done. We combined all like terms. We cannot go any further. Number 7. Pause it, like I said, and try it yourself first. We're looking for like terms, and I'm sure by now you figured it out. That 2x plus x, but this might get you a little bit, because whenever you see an x by itself, always put a 1 in front to remind you, if you're a new math beginner, that there is a 1, there's always a 1 that represented in this space in front of x. We also have a negative 2 plus 2, and those are like terms because they are both, like constant numbers. Let's go ahead and start with the x's. 2x plus 1x is 3x. That's a little confusing, I know. Just remember, if you ever have an x by yourself, to put a 1 in front and apply it. Negative or positive. Now all we have left is a negative and a positive 2. Well, that usually, if you ever see that on a problem, that just cancels out. You're done. The answer is 3x. I will try to get more videos out. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I appreciate you messaging me and telling me how much I help, because I really just do this to help people out. And I'm so happy to do it. And please, if you need anything else, let me know. If I've done anything wrong, don't be shy to tell me, because, we're humans. And please subscribe and like if I help you out. It really helps me help you.